I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Army, get ready to lose your breath. Kim Taehyung, or V of BTS, just blew up the fashion world with his new look in the latest issue of W Korea Volume 9. It's more than just a regular photo shoot. It's an artistic statement, a declaration of visual freedom that's shaking not only South Korea, but the entire world. In the midst of his military service, when the public thought he was taking a break from the spotlight, he surprised everyone by appearing as the main model in this prestigious editorial. He sported bright green hair, detailed nail art, and a mysterious gaze that captivated the camera lens. It's not just a photo, it's art. As the world watched the photo shoot, one thing became clear. V wasn't playing it safe. He was breaking out of the conventional idol mold. In a leather jacket, silver accessories, and masculine chains, combined with a soft, soulful aura, Taehyung presented an androgynous aesthetic that's hard to define, and that's precisely why he's captivating. His gaze piercing, the artful nail details captivating, his bright green hair crazy but brilliant, the mole under his lip iconic and sensual. The photos don't just capture the visuals of a handsome man, they capture the soul of an artist. It's as if we're watching a character in an art house film, lost in a quiet space, telling a story of self-discovery, hidden emotions, and the beauty that doesn't have to be harsh to be powerful. I want to show a deeper, emotional side of me. That's what V said in his interview with the W Korea team. For him, art is life. And in this photo shoot, we witness a Taehyung who has let go of all boundaries. Not an idol, not a soldier, not a celebrity, but an artist. It's no wonder international media outlets have compared his look to iconic editorials from Vogue Italia to Dazed UK. In fact, several top European and American photographers have called this shoot a masterpiece. Global impact. The V effect is back. Every item he wears in this shoot, from his leather jacket to his silver accessories, instantly sells out. This is the power of the V effect. When he touches something, it's not just an item. It becomes a trend. Even outside of South Korea, Taehyung's style inspires a younger generation to dare to be different and explore their identities. Transcending boundaries. One of the biggest messages from this photo shoot is how V elegantly breaks the boundaries between masculine and feminine. He elevates genderless fashion to a new level, not by shouting, but by being present, not by arguing, but by expressing. Fashion isn't just clothes, it's a statement. And V has made a statement the world can't ignore. Hashtag Taehyung Korea instantly trends. It didn't take long for fans to take social media by storm. Hashtags like hashtag Taehyung Korea, hashtag GreenHairV, and hashtag Visual of the Era immediately trended in various countries. Many called this his best look of all time, even the visual god of this generation. Some fans even wrote that this photo shoot gave them more confidence to show themselves. V represents true freedom of expression. He doesn't sell empty images. He shows honesty and courage through his art. Cinematic and poetic. Every angle in this photo shoot feels like a snippet from a meaningful short film. The dim yet warm lighting, the vintage yet classy setting, and V posing as if he's bringing a fictional character to life in an inner narrative. In one frame, he sits on an old sofa with a blank yet meaningful gaze. In another, he stares out the window as if waiting for someone who never arrives. We don't see an idol, we see a soul speaking. Taehyung, a new symbol of modern masculinity. In a world still stuck in old standards, V emerges as the face of modern masculinity, subtle yet strong, gentle yet firm. He proves that being a man doesn't have to be tied to old stereotypes. That tenderness, vulnerability, and self-expression are forms of strength, not weakness. Taehyung's visual evolution, from idol to cultural phenomenon. What makes Taehyung's appearance in W Korea Volume 9 so significant isn't just his boldness and experimenting. His visual transformation is now part of the larger narrative of the evolution of K-pop itself. In the past, when the world only knew boy groups as groups of young people dressed in uniforms with similar concepts, Taehyung presents a much more personal and multidimensional approach. Each of his visual projects is more than just a photo shoot, but a new chapter in his story as an artist. Revisiting his previous photo shoots for Celine or Cartier, we see Taehyung gradually building his fashion career, from muse to brand ambassador, and now a world-class visual icon. But this time feels different. This isn't just fashion meets celebrity. This is a moment when fashion meets soul. The meaning behind the concept: silence, wounds, and identity. In W Korea, the setting is so quiet for a reason. A room with old-fashioned floral wallpaper, vintage-looking golden lighting, and a lingering, wistful expression. All of this gives the impression that V is inviting us into his mind. He's not just showing off his clothes or style, but inviting the audience to experience his inner world. This is a form of communication that idols rarely possess, expressing feelings silently, telling stories without narrative, and leaving us speechless, but feeling closer. Many fans call it visual poetry. And in a world filled with the noise of empty content, V captures attention through his silence. The power of authenticity, Taehyung, and self-honesty. One of the reasons this photo shoot feels so touching is because Taehyung isn't trying to be someone else. He's not trying to be the idealized version the public expects. He's present as he is, gentle, wild, artistic, mysterious, even strange in a captivating way. And it's precisely because of this honesty that he's loved so deeply. Fashion isn't just about expensive clothes. Fashion is a language, and Taehyung, like a visual poet, has written a poem through his hair color, his nail accessories, and even the way he looks at the camera. Global reception, from Seoul to Paris, from fans to critics. The impact of this photo shoot didn't stop with the fanbase. Several renowned fashion editors from France, Japan, and even the United States wrote analytical articles about V's concept and boldness. Some media outlets compared him to Harry Styles, Timothée Chalamet, and even David Bowie, global visual icons known for daring to break gender and aesthetic norms. One thing became clear: V was no longer just a Korean idol. He had become a global icon with appeal across cultural boundaries. More than just a look, V and the philosophy of fashion. What we see in this photo shoot also reflects Taehyung's perspective on art and life. For him, fashion isn't just something to wear, but part of a process of self-expression, healing, and even liberation. He knows what it's like to be forced into someone else's ideal mold. But rather than violently rebel, he chooses to transform gracefully and enchantingly, making others think, reflect, and understand him from a deeper perspective. With complex yet personal concepts, V takes fashion to a place no other idol has ventured before, into the realm of contemplation and existence. Taehyung and the legacy of K-pop visuals. If the history of K-pop visuals is ever written, Taehyung will stand on the front page as a true pioneer. He represents a generation that doesn't just want to look cool, but wants to be meaningful. It doesn't just want to exist, but wants to express itself. What we saw at W Korea wasn't just a photo shoot. It was a cultural statement that idols no longer have to be shaped by the system, but can shape the system itself. This is just the beginning. And perhaps most amazingly, this all happened while he was serving in the military. Imagine what he will bring when he returns to the global stage. With this W Korea photo shoot, Taehyung is turning a new page, not just in his career, but in the way the world views male expression in pop culture. He's not just a singer, not just a model. He's a movement. So don't be surprised if one day, when we talk about fashion, art, and freedom, Kim Taehyung's name will be mentioned alongside legends. Because at this point, he's more than just a part of the industry. He's its revolution.